Assalamu alaikum and welcome back everyone to chapter 1.2 of the Arduino series. In this video we're going to cover the breadboard. We're going to understand how the pins are arranged, all the different sections that has been divided, and how to utilize them correctly. At the end of the video we're going to have a quick demonstration of just using the pins in itself correctly. We're going to light up an LED using an Arduino and a battery, and the breadboard, some wires, and one resistor. This is the generic breadboard that we're going to use as reference for today. It will come with your kit. It has three distinct parts: the power rail, terminal strips, and center divider. However, the upper portion is mirrored onto the bottom portion, but they are separated. We'll begin with the power rails. The power rails are connected through their columns, however separated through their rows. There are also two parts of the power rails in each side of the breadboard. You've got the left side and the right side. You have around 25 columns to play with and 2 rows for each of the individual parts of the power rail. The blue one obviously connected to the ground and the red one connected to the power source. So usually how they're divided is the red one is connected to the power source and the blue one is connected to the ground. Next we'll work with the terminal strips. The terminal strips work opposite or arranged opposite to the power rails. They're connected by their rows and separated by their columns. There are 5 rows and about 63 columns for this one. They've got the center divider, which divides the upper terminal strips with the bottom terminal strips. And past the center dividers, there are also a variety of different breadboards. For instance, this one is much smaller. It's half the size of the generic breadboard. However, serves no extra function other than just saving space. These ones are mostly used for small projects that don't really require space. There are also smaller ones that do not have the power rails, like this one. They're also just used for saving space and for very simple projects. This one's a breadboard that utilizes an external power source, something that maybe the Arduino doesn't provide, since the Arduino only gives 5 volts and 3.3 volts. So we're going to complete a simple circuit that just consists of a 330 ohm resistor and red LED. Since we're not programming anything, there's no blinking involved, there's no code that we don't need to go onto the computer and open up the IDE. We're just going to connect it straight away from the 5 volts power source over here. We're right over there. You've got two options. You got the 5 volt more on the right side or the left side. They both work the same, so it doesn't really matter. First, we'll begin with connecting the power rails. I'm going to first connect the hot power rail, the positive, to the 5 volts. And to begin with, you want to make sure your Arduino, since we're powering from the Arduino, you want to make sure that your Arduino is not connected, not powered, just for good practice in general. Then we're going to connect the cold power rail to the ground. Now we've finished connecting our power rails. Then we're going to connect the rest of our circuit. Since the way the LED is aligned, the end of the resistor is going to connect to the cold power rail. And the start of the LED is going to connect to the hot power rail, to the positive. And now just double checking to make sure that everything is connected and aligned properly. Yes, it is. And then we're just going to connect our Arduino, so this should light up. And there we go. So this is a simple demonstration of how to light up or how to light up an LED